Artist Loft, the talk show for all artists. Join us each show as we spotlight a variety of different creatives, hosted by the Florida Arts Network, with Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.
Hey, Lofties, we're back.
Yes, we're back for another episode of the Artist Loft. We are an arm of the Florida Arts Network, a 501c3 nonprofit for the arts. Our goal is to introduce the arts to kids because the way school budgets go, a lot of these schools, the first thing that they do is they cut out the arts. So you've got a lot of talented kids that have all this creativity, and they have no outlet for it. So we want to work with them, and on this show we celebrate the people that are creating the art.
Yeah, and we introduce them to you.
Yes, talk about their ups, their downs, and all the stuff that they have to deal with. And in the hopes that it will encourage you. So today we have a familiar face. Lori is back. You were back with us in April, right?
April.
Beginning of April.
Back again with her lovely artwork.
Yes, yeah. And you know what? Full disclosure, my memory is like the pits, right? I actually had to look it up. When was she with us before?
It's okay. At least you remembered me, right?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. Saw you walking in when I was pulling up.
Yeah.
But you've got some stuff going on right now.
Yeah,
You're
my
busy.
artwork's busier than I am.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I have 3 art exhibits running simultaneously right now.
That's crazy.
Well, 4, including this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. Look at that. There you go. It's number 4.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so speaking of the painting that was just on camera, this one on the easel, the large one, is actually a print. It's a wrapped canvas print. And the reason it's not an original is because I don't have any more originals in my studio. They're all out at exhibits right now. That's how busy my artwork is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us where you are.
So I have a solo show at Eve Hotel in downtown Miami, right? It's in the hub of downtown, right across from Bayfront Park.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's a
took
nice
over the
area.
lobby in the hotel. So all my artwork's there, and it's up for sale. Those are all originals. And then I have a beautiful solo exhibition in Manalapan at a restaurant called Art Basil Italian Restaurant.
Okay.
So I have all my paintings up there. They're all originals, and they're on the walls. You're eating dinner. You can sit and look at my paintings. You can buy my paintings.
Nice.
It's really a cool gig. And I also have one really beautiful coastal beach painting at a group exhibition right now at the Brick, the Boca Raton Innovation Campus.
Wow. So
Yeah.
You're spread out.
I'm spread out. I'm spread out. Yeah. So the only original paintings I have at home in my studio are these little mini ones that I brought. These are brand new. These smaller
okay.
ones that I've started painting a few months ago. I love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are they a specific location?
Yeah. We've got an Ocean Inlet is this one. The one in front is Lake Worth, and the one with the peach color, that's Naples.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually
So
go
you
to
get
the
around
beach.
too.
Well, yeah, I drive around. I go to the beach, and I paint. And if I'm not painting that day, I'll take photographs, and then I'll bring them back home to my studio and paint from my studio.
Yeah. And you get some beautiful sunsets in Naples.
Yes.
Oh.
Peach.
Yeah. Two of my kids. I have 2 kids and a sister that live out in
Yeah,
Naples.
it's wonderful over there. Yeah.
It is. It's really nice out there.
It's a treat to go over there. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, and you do all this, natural stuff
Yes.
and everything. So it's like a constant source of
It
inspiration.
is. Every
for
day
you.
it's different in the sky and the water.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
the weather changes, the wind, everything. Everything just changes. The sand looks different on every beach. The waves are different on every beach.
Yeah.
So, I've got to paint accordingly and really pay attention to where I'm painting. No 2 paintings of mine are the same. They're all one of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because nature is one of a kind.
Right, ever changing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Approximately how many paintings you have now on display, approximately? In all
Approximately-
the 3 different places.
Let's see, I've got 20, 34, 35.
Wow.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And they're all for sales.
Yeah.
Head on over there.
Okay, so now they can see them online too, right?
Yes, they're all on my website,
Okay, which is
livinganartistlife.com.
livinganartistlife.com.
Yeah, all of those paintings are up on my website, even the little mini ones. They're
Even
so
though-
cute. Yeah, they're up on my website too. I just loaded those up a couple months ago.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
they're cute.
cool.
Yeah.
And guys, if you want to call in, you have any questions, you can call 888-994-4995, Studio A. So if anybody wants to call in, and there's the number
There's
right
the
there.
number right there.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So, okay, so I know that we talked a little bit about this when you were here back in April, but for those people that didn't see that show, maybe they're tuning in for the first time,
Right.
seeing you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey in becoming an artist?
Well, it's been a long journey, and it started a long time ago. It's nothing new. I've always known that I've wanted to be an artist. There's nothing I've ever wanted to do except be an artist.
Yeah.
So I just went after it. I recognized when I was fairly young that I had the talent and I had the drive, and I just knew I could make it happen. It's a very challenging field, and a lot of artists drop out because it's so tough. And but I thought I could persevere, punch through it, and I still every day it's a challenge. You
Yeah.
know, what am I going to paint? Where am I going to paint? Where am I going to get a show? Who's going to buy it? How much do I price it? You know,
Yeah.
can I ship it? Is it going out of the country? Is this thing in the country? You know, do I charge sales tax? Do I eat the sales tax? It's just,
Yeah.
I'm just all by myself running this business, and it's a lot of work. It keeps me very busy.
Yeah.
And the journey has been, since I was drawing when I was younger. I went to school to get my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. I did that at Ringling and FIU. So I went to 2 colleges, and I never stopped. I was getting show after show after show and gig after gig.
Yeah.
And I just keep going,
Yeah.
You've got to love it to
Oh.
stay in it.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely do.
Yeah.
I knew when I was 5 years old that I wanted to be an actor.
There you
or
go.
I wanted to be in
Right.
this industry.
Right.
So I get it. And then, so a couple of things, too. It's like you had, how difficult was it to learn the business end?
Not very
of it?
difficult. Believe it or not, I'm pretty fortunate. I've got a fairly high brain for the financial world.
Okay,
I'm
good.
good with accounting and good with tracking money. I love taking money. I love profit
Yeah.
and loss reports, all of that stuff.
So
Yeah.
you're left
I'm
and right
very
side brain.
fortunate that I already have that.
Yeah.
I started paying sales tax at my very first art festival, which was a long time ago, where a lot of other artists kind of push it under the table, don't claim it. I've never done that. I'm very honest. So
Yeah.
the business side of it, the money part was fairly easy for me. And if
Okay.
I didn't know something, I would research it or ask, But the business side of really running the business in the office, the marketing, the branding, all that stuff, that I had to learn.
Yeah.
That I didn't know, the business development, the networking,
Yeah.
that stuff I had to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's tough. The fact that you do well with numbers also
Yeah.
tells me that you're probably what they call a whole brainer, where you use both hemispheres equally.
I do.
Yeah, I'm
Both sides of the
I'm
brain
one of those
are
also.
going.
Yeah, because we have found in all the people that we talk to and interview and everything else, a lot of creatives are very right brain.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
The whole creative, emotional thing.
Correct.
And like the left brain is in some
Hanging.
cases non-existent.
Right.
I had a friend of mine, I told him, look, I said, you must have like an empty spot on the left side of your brain because it's like you got nothing going on
Right.
there.
Right.
So the business end of it becomes very, very difficult.
For a lot of people, it
Yeah.
does. But thank goodness I didn't go through any rough patches. But again, it's the running of the business, not the money end of it. The marketing was the toughest for me. I'm
Yeah.
not into the computer. I prefer holding a paintbrush.
Yeah.
I really don't like the computer, but it's necessary.
Yep.
Very necessary. So for me,
Yep.
that's the tough part. Setting up the website and learning how to do all this emailing and the contacts and the postings. I really don't like it, but I get through it,
Yeah, yeah. So like a lot of times when we're running Florida Arts Network, it like, let me tell you, if it wasn't for your wife, it's like I would get nothing done.
Oh, you have help.
Yes, Chris will send me an email or a text. And, now don't forget this or that,
There
you
you
know. And I'm
go.
like, oh my gosh, yes,
Right.
because I hate running
Right.
the business.
I have to set calendar alerts for myself. I can't remember all this stuff. I mean, I got so much going on top of all my shows and running the business. I also paint live at one of the venues that I have my show at the restaurant in Manalapan. I'm painting live at Art Basel.
And how often are you there?
I'm there
painting
Fridays and Saturdays.
Fridays and Saturdays.
Every
Friday
Friday and
Saturday
Saturday?
night, yeah.
Do they feed you?
They better.
They better.
They would feed me if I asked, but honestly, I'm there to paint and I'm there to sell, and I really don't want spaghetti sauce all over my face when I'm trying to sell my painting. So I let it go.
That would be a new medium.
Yeah, if I want something, I can order and take it home. Have it the next day.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
like to remain clean. I know I'm an artist, but I don't want food on me when I'm trying to sell at my easel.
So what
It's not
time are you
very
there on
attra-
Friday and Saturday?
I'm there 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. both nights. Yeah, and it's a cool gig. I mean, it's really, really cool. Very fortunate that I got this. I sort of created this. I asked the owner, hey, can you hang up my paintings? Hey, can I paint here on the weekends? And she said yes to both. And that's it. You've got to ask.
Yeah.
If you don't ask as an artist, you're not going to get anywhere.
Nope.
And
No,
this is
you're not.
it's so
You're
important.
not.
It's so important not to not be shy, but don't hide in the background. You've got to get your work out there and you've got to get your face out there.
I mean, the worst they can say is no.
The worst they can say is no. So what? I'll go approach
No, you
another
go somewhere else.
restaurant.
Yeah. The problem is that a lot of artists struggle with things like insecurity
They
or
do.
social anxiety,
They do.
stuff like this.
They don't think their art's good enough.
Yes. Yeah, they second guess everything that they do.
They're
Yeah,
very, and I meet some not a lot, but I meet a few artists when I'm outside painting at the restaurant, and they come up to me, Lori, how do you do this? How are you in public painting? Don't you get stressed out? I said, are you kidding? I love it. This
Yeah.
is what I love. This is what I live for. If I'm at home in my home studio, I don't get to meet all these wonderful people.
Yeah.
And I don't get to ring up sales.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing is that we really, as artists, a lot of times we don't get the kind of recognition
Right.
that we need. In fact,
Right.
how many times have you heard this? When are you going to get a real job?
Right. Oh, for sure. It starts with the family, with the relatives.
Yes.
Then your friends, right? And then it branches off to other people who you meet who make a lot of money and they brag about it, with their fancy this and their rich that. Why don't you get a real job? Well, guess what?
Duh.
I was put on this earth
is
to
a
be
real
an
job.
artist, and
Yeah.
this is better than a job. It's a career. This is
It-
so
it-
much
it
better.
is.
Because a job, you can walk away and quit, or you can get
Yeah.
fired. Well, I don't have that option. This is what I was meant to do, and this is it.
Yeah. And Confucius said, if you can get paid for doing what you love, you never work a day in your
Mm-hmm. Right.
life. How true is that? Because this
I
is
mean, I
something
feel
you
like
would be
I'm
doing
working very
anyway.
hard, but I understand the
Yeah.
mental concept
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, because it's something you would be doing anyway,
Yeah.
whether you got paid for it or
Yeah,
not.
right.
But the fact that you get paid for it,
Right.
when I do a film or something like that, and I get a nice check for it, I'm like, okay, so that's just like icing on the cake.
Isn't it fun?
It is.
It is so much fun.
It is. It's crazy. I could be on set. I've worked back-to-back 18-hour days.
Right.
And been like, oh, we're done?
Right. No, there's such an energy about it.
Yeah.
And, when I knew I was coming here, and every time I come here, I get excited. I
Yeah.
don't think, oh my God, I got to, go do this thing. I don't think like that. I think, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I really get enthused about it.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
I love the art world. I love the press.
Absolutely.
I love all the cool things. You know, it's not just the painting, it's the circle of my posse that's around me
Your
trying
posse,
to
yeah.
trying to
Posse.
promote
Yeah.
my art. And it's
Yeah.
really wonderful.
Yeah, you have to kind of
You have to
stay in those
collaborate with others.
circles.
You have to.
You do.
An artist is not going to make it on their own.
Do you notice that you get people coming back to the restaurant just to see you?
Yes, I have had that. Especially with the little paintings that I'm doing now that I started recently. Sometimes I'll finish it in one shift, but often not. So I'll get people to come back the following, oh, we wanted to see if you finished your little painting yet. And they'll come back. And it's so
great.
adorable. It's so cute. I mean, I love it. You
Now,
know?
when you're painting at the restaurant, are you going back to like maybe pictures that you've taken?
Yeah, when I'm there,
different-
yeah.
Doing a lot of stuff from memory.
No, it's
from
not
stuff
memory.
that you've
I
seen?
love painting from life. I really, when I'm on the beach and I've got my camera and I see what I want to paint, what I want to capture on a canvas, I'm clicking, I'm shooting. And that is what I want to get. That I
Yeah.
want that, you know, and I don't let go until I get that on canvas. It's never from my memory. It's me experiencing, you know, Mother Nature
Yeah.
along the coast through my eyes. This
That's-
is really what it,
that's
and how
awesome.
I was feeling when I was on the beach that day.
And you know what? I want to talk a little bit more about that because that's the part that a lot of people don't get, right? But we have to break for a commercial, and we will be right back with Lori.
Don't go away.
Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Agent Romante, but most of you know me as Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I just wanted to give a shout out to my man Richard Sosa. He is one of the best acting coaches that I've had the pleasure to work with, and he's actually worked with me in my program for many years, and I highly recommend this guy. So if you have an opportunity to work with him, what are you waiting for? Now, get out of my face. Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez. I am out.
And just
We are
like
back,
that,
and we're painting
back.
the airways with Lori. Haha.
That's cute.
Painting the airwaves with Lori. Okay, yeah, I like that. I mean, it's a dad joke kind
It's
of
a
thing.
dad joke
You know,
thing.
I like it. All right, so tell us a little bit more about that feeling, because a lot of people they'll see something and they go, oh yeah, okay, that looks nice, but
Or they walk right past it and
Yeah.
don't even notice it.
but artists see the
We're
world
very
through
sensitive.
totally different eyes.
It's like we have another eye.
yeah, yeah.
And I
The
feel,
third eye.
you know, I feel it. You know, when I'm walking on and the beach is my thing, and you know, the mountains might be for for someone else, or just a landscape. But I love the water. I
Yeah.
love the sand when it's really soft. I love taking off my shoes and feeling it with my toes. And I want to feel if the sand is cool to the touch. If it's hot, I want to feel, are there shells? And then I'll dip my toes into the ocean, and I want to feel, are the waves going to knock me over if I go swimming, or are they going to gently rock me, you know, like I'm in a spa
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
I want to feel that, and I want to feel the air, and I want to watch the sun setting or the sun rising. I mean, this to me is so magical, and I really love capturing this onto canvas. I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to invent something beautiful to put in your artwork. There's so much natural beauty in the world. It could be a ballet dancer. You know,
Oh, yeah.
there's just beauty everywhere.
There really is. And,
Yeah.
And I believe that most people in this world go through life. But I feel like artists experience
Yeah, we
life.
experience it.
We really
Yeah.
do. We really
For
do.
sure.
We enhance it.
Yeah.
I think so. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I've told all my adult students, my adult acting students, I've told them, listen, and I say this all the time, right? I said you have to look at life through the eyes of a child. You know, children are fascinated by everything. You know, oh wow, look how cool. Oh, this is cool. That's cool.
They're
Everything.
absorbing it.
Yes, life is just
Right.
cool.
It's cool.
And I believe it. I believe it keeps me young.
Yeah.
I really do. I really feel that attitude is what just keeps me.
Yeah. And it keeps you
youthful.
enthused about the next day, you know, it just keeps you going.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like how many people know that I'm going to be 92? You know, no, I'm kidding. I'd probably be wearing a diaper, and drooling all over myself at 92. Who knows? You know.
We'll just make it a shorter show.
Yeah, we'll make it a
Shorter show.
We'll make it a really short show. But yeah, you know, a lot of people just don't get that.
Right. Well, you know, my hope is always, I do paint for myself, but my hope is always that I'm pulling the viewer in. You know, I'm really, you know, I love watching someone coming to my show and watching their head turn because they're staring at one particular painting that they just can't walk past it. It stops them.
Well,
They
you're-
get it. You know, they get it. They get what I put onto the canvas. They understand what I was feeling.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
I
you
mean,
did-
that reaction
and,
is cool.
You did what you set out to do.
Right, for me, but it ended up, you know, it just ended up enriching someone else's life for that moment too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
you're
really cool.
telling the public, you're showing the public what you experienced through your painting.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, through your paintings, through your books,
Right.
Through my acting,
Right.
You know, people get a little insight,
Right.
into our soul.
Right.
They really do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know that everybody appreciates it. You know, a lot of times they don't. You know, they'll
you
go
know
buy
what?
a piece and
They're
oh, that's
missing.
nice.
They're missing out.
Right.
if they don't
Every
appreciate it.
character in a writer's book is part of the writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at least very close to the writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a part of me in every character that I've ever played.
Yep.
And there's a part of every character that I've ever played in me.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
So, you know, it's like there's a piece of you in every
painting,
piece of art.
Everyone. Someone once said to me, you know, said, Lori, your paintings are almost a self-portrait of yourself. I get it. You know, they're sexy, they're wild, they're mysterious, they're enlightening, they're exciting. I understand it, you know. I get it. I don't have to be in it, you know, figuratively.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can tell I was standing right there. You can tell.
Yeah.
You know, so that's pretty cool.
I went to hear I went to one of these things, Palm Beach Has Talent or something like
Yeah.
that. And this guy played this piano piece. And there were no lyrics or anything, it was just piano. And it touched me in a way, I was like, wow. I was looking into this person's very being.
Right.
He connected with me through his music.
Yeah.
And that's like,
It's so
you know,
special.
yeah, for the artist, that's like the best feeling in the world when you can
Right.
connect to somebody else through
Right.
your art.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
But that's not the only thing that you've got going on,
I
right?
know.
You have an ebook that you just did?
Just this morning, I launched it online on my website.
Woo!
Woo!
Nice.
I'm writing, and I love writing. I absolutely
Nice.
love writing. I've never before done anything like this. And the premise is I really want to help struggling, frustrated artists and creatives who are self-employed and they feel like giving up. So the title of my ebook is How to Keep Your Creative Spirits High When the Money is Low.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's where both sides of my brain comes in, as we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
because I know what it's like to be so financially strapped when you're trying to be an artist and the money's just not coming and you feel like you've run out of options.
Yeah.
You know, but I give you
Yeah.
my best 10 tips on how to push through it. You will get there, but you've got to stay in it.
It's only available on your website?
It's on my website right now. Yep, it just launched. It
Okay.
just launched. Livinganartistlife.com. Yep.
Okay. Is it gonna end up on Amazon or anything like that?
We'll
later
see.
on, or-
We'll see. This
Yeah.
is all new to me. Again, I'm running my business by myself. I have to figure it out. Okay, where else am I going to launch
Very
this?
easy to put it on Amazon.
There you go.
This is the man to talk
So
to
I
right
need
here.
a little business meeting with you.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Because you have how many books out?
14 written
They're
and
written.
3 extra ebooks, so total
Okay.
of what?
17.
17?
17 books.
So you can load digital books, which are ebooks, on Amazon too. See, I
all
don't.
you need is a PDF file.
Right. See, I'm not familiar with it, so that would be something I would need guidance on. Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't cost you anything.
Right. I've got the PDF file all ready to go, so we can chat and I'll look into that. Thank you for the
Even
good
gives
advice.
you the option to create your own cover.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
It is great.
So you may end up as a world-renowned author too. You know, it's just you got all this stuff going on. I love writing. I love
writing.
Writing has literally saved my life.
Yeah. I used to write poetry when I was little. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do poetry. I did songs. I'd grab my guitar, you know,
Yeah.
and write songs. But yeah,
I only wrote one poem, and it was used by a serial killer in one of my novels.
Wait, was it a poem or a limerick?
No, it was a poem. He would leave lines of the poem as a clue at every crime scene.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know that's pretty crazy. But yeah, writing. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's taken me out of some really dark places in my
Wow.
life. It really has. You know, because it's like when you start writing something, you know, you're reaching down
Yeah,
deep
deep
into
down.
your soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're
Pulling
putting it out there.
Yeah.
You know, and even if nobody else sees it,
Yeah.
it still helps,
It's there.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
The art, all the arts are so therapeutic
Yep.
in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And we have just reached the end. Holy
What?
crow.
What?
Time
No.
flies when you have fun.
No! Say it isn't so,
Say it isn't
Frank.
so.
Say it isn't so.
We're done.
Yeah, we're
we're
done.
done.
We're at the end
And-
here. Oh my gosh, no, it's crazy. But you know, we want to ultimately go to a 1 hour show.
1 hour show.
And
And
we
you
are gonna have a 1 hour show at some point later on, but we'll tell you a little bit more.
We're working on something special, so
Yeah.
we'll let you know.
Yep. A Halloween special.
Halloween special.
Yeah.
Should we dress up in costume that day? No, not really.
Yeah,
Not
no.
really.
No.
Well, at least a little mask.
A little.
Maybe.
That would
well,
be easy.
I got an idea. I'll wear a mask of you. You wear a mask of me. And then
And
everybody
there
will be
you
like,
go.
oh, they switched seats.
There's Rich
I'm not a well man.
Not
It's okay.
at all.
Yeah. I know, right?
And if you want to advertise on a show, just go to our website. It's floridaartsnetwork.org.
Yeah.
You can see our past shows on Artist Loft. You can make a donation, and if you want to advertise, or if you need some video services done, we can do that too. Advertising starts at $75, so give us a shout.
Yeah, $75. Give you a mention on the show, you know, and then it, you know, goes from there depending on what it is that
What you wanna do?
you're looking for. You know, you want a 30-second commercial?
We do that too.
We can do all of that for you. You know.
Or a reel, or a trailer, anything.
Yep. All right, so Lori, thank you so much for coming
Thank you
back on
again.
our show.
You're so welcome anytime.
Yeah, she decided to put up with us again. I guess we're not that bad, huh?
No, I guess not.
I can handle you for 30 minutes.
You can handle any more than that becomes questionable.
It's questionable.
You might need a little wine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I know I'm a handful. Yeah. So, all right, Lori. Well, thanks again for being on our show, and to all of you out there in Lofty Land, thanks for joining us once again on another episode of the Artist Loft. See you in a couple of weeks.
See you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for watching The Artist Loft. Make sure to tune in next time for another great show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by the Florida Arts Network with your hosts Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.